So welcome to EXP Explained. My name is Jacqui Bowman, and I'm here with David Best, and we are here in Northeast Ohio. But you know what? The cool thing about EXP is we are a nationwide brokerage. So there are agents on this webinar joining us all across the country to learn about the latest in technology in real estate. And you know, a lot of the agents that are on here, we know that you are completely happy at your brokerage and you were just here because maybe someone asked you to the webinar and you're curious, right? That's okay. We can't really see who's on this webinar. We just want to provide you for the information because it's so important for you to know what's going on in your industry and the other models that are out there. So I know for me personally, when I saw this model, it was a complete game changer for us and our family. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in and talk to you about what this new technology is in real estate, the newest real estate models, and how we are different than any traditional brokerage you've seen. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this timeline here. You know, EXP was founded in 2009. Glenn Sanford is the founder of our company, and we've gone through this timeline, and you know, we just hit this week 15,000 agents. And back in 2016, we tripled our agent count in a single year. So this company is growing very quickly. The technology is awesome. We are a cloud-based campus. If you check out in 2018, we were uplisted to NASDAQ, which we went through a full vetting process. So, you know, our company is very sustainable, but there's a lot of things about our company that have been offered to agents that have never been offered to real estate agents before. So if you check out here, our explosive growth, you know, this chart, you can see it's just like the hockey stick. It goes right up. And this chart's a little bit outdated as we do have 15,000 agents now, and we are in all 50 states. So this chart can just show you the explosive growth that we've had, and we're still continuing that on a weekly basis. We have agents joining us every single week for the technology tools, for lead generation, and all of the things that are going to help you grow your business and grow your wealth. So the first thing I want to review is our core values. You know, the founders of our company and our leadership, they really take our core values to heart. We lead with community, fun. We're very agile. You know, sometimes there's some chaos going on because we have to be able to pivot as we experiment with technology and innovation. You know, the best way to predict the future is to invent it, right? The integrity, doing the right thing, you know, service to our clients. But what's really important about this company is service to our agents. You will notice that throughout the presentation here, that the service that we provide as a company to our agents is unparalleled because you get the service you need to grow your business instantaneously, right? We're very sustainable. I just talked about our company. The vetting of our company to be uplisted to NASDAQ is amazing. We're publicly traded. Collaboration and transparency is huge. You know, previous companies, previous brokerages, you know, there would be decisions made at corporate and passed down, and we were expected to just cooperate with that. And here, we definitely practice collaboration, and we have an agent advisory council that represents us, the agents, when decisions are being made. So it's amazing. But let's talk a little bit about being a cloud-based brokerage in a cloud campus. You know, you have your traditional brick and mortar locations. And if you look on the left-hand side, you have Blockbuster, Circuit City. Most recently, we've had Toys R Us going out of business because if we're looking for those toys, we're going to Amazon or we're shopping online. And the convenience of that is getting that, you know, next day or within 2 business days. I mean, Amazon Prime has obviously changed my life. I don't know about yours, but it's been amazing. And so, you know, sitting there with your DirecTV or your Netflix and just wanting to watch a movie and getting it right away, you know, that innovation is always happening. And for us at eXp Realty, that is the quick, convenient, unlimited resources that we're talking about. We have more resources available to us, and we have it available to us in real time versus a traditional brokerage. But one of the things I want to really focus on is the cost of the brick and mortar and the franchises versus our one brokerage, non-franchise cloud campus. So imagine either the company you're at now or a previous company that you've worked with or worked for. You usually have the founders of the company at the corporate office. Then from there you have regional directors that have different regions that they manage, right? Then you also have regional recruiters, you have office owners, you have office managers, you have office staff, and then you have the brick and mortar office itself. You have the rent there, you have all of the utilities, you have the copy machine, you have a lot of expenses there. And so all of these expenses on the left-hand side, those expenses don't really exist in eXp Realty. So we didn't have a magic unicorn that just gave us extra money to participate in revenue share or to give stock to our agents, but that money was actually just reallocated, right? So that's where our business is sustainable, because that money is just reallocated back to you as the agents. So on the right-hand side, we're gonna just review our cloud campus environment. It's amazing. We do have an avatar. We can go up into the cloud campus and attend classes. We can have meetings up there. It's awesome. Live training, we have over 20 hours of live training a week from experts all across the country. And that's the brilliance of having this cloud brokerage, is we can tap into talent nationwide and up even into Canada to have the best teachers instructing you in these classes. Real-time support. If I'm having trouble with my website, I can just go up into eXp World and go to our tech campus, and we can get real-time support there. International collaboration and expansive referral networks. We're going to talk a little bit about expansion teams and how you have all of this available to you. And then, of course, the equity opportunities. It's a big differentiator for us that we share in our company stock with all of the agents as they are just doing normal real estate transactions. Also, it's publicly traded. And then, of course, you have the revenue share, which is completely different than profit share. So we are one brokerage and we are not a franchise. We all are part of the same big family, which is really, really cool. So one of the things I like to get out of the way just right at the beginning is, you know, what are the fees? What is the commission split? That's usually the first question that agents ask. So I want to get that out of the way first and just very simply explain to you how this works at eXp when you create commissions. So we are an 80-20 split, and that's a true 80-20 split. There are no desk fees and there are no royalties or franchise fees because, again, we're not a franchise. We're just one very, very large brokerage, right? So as you pay your 20% commission in, you will cap at $16,000 per anniversary year of when you join. So that is not calendar year, that's anniversary year. So every 12 months, you will pay 20% in at a time. And if you cap at that $16,000, great. If you don't, it's not required. It's just a cap. So they will not take more than $16,000 out of your commissions. So as you're producing on an 80-20 split, for quick math, just so you understand, if you bring in $80,000 in gross commission income, 20% of that would equal $16,000. So if you're bringing in more than $80,000 gross commission income, you would be called you would be called a capper, or you would be part of our capping system, and then you would earn 100% of your commission for the remainder of that anniversary year. Now, once you've capped, there is a transaction fee of $250 per transaction. After you've contributed an additional $5,000, then that transaction fee is reduced to $75. So again, if you've contributed that $16,000, and then you pay those fees, those additional fees, and you've reached $5,000, that would be a total of $21,000 to the company. Those fees would be reduced down to $75, and you would be eligible for what we call icon status. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit, but I just wanted to point out, if you reach that 16 and that additional 5, that's 21, you are eligible for another equity bonus that we'll explain towards the end. So let's move over to the right and look at the startup fee is $149. That $149 startup fee is for your onboarding process and you registering with us at eXp. It takes a lot to set you up with all of your logins and passwords to your websites and to our enterprise and all of those systems. So that would also include your first $50 a month tech fee, and it would also include your first $35 a month university fee. So you pay the $149, and then every month after that, you would be charged $85 a month. And again, that's a $50 tech fee. That includes our awesome lead generation platforms that usually cost agents, several hundred or a couple $1,000s a month, just depending on the platform. We give that all to you for the simple $50 a month, and there's really no upsells in that, right? The $35 a month university fee, that pays for the instructors and all of the classes and curriculum that you're going to get in EXP World. So again, your monthly fee is $85. Now, towards the bottom there, you'll see a $25 broker review, that's per transaction, and you'll see a $40 risk management fee, that's per transaction. So out of each transaction, you'll be charged $65. That $40 risk management fee caps at $500. So usually between 12 and 13 deals, that is where your risk management fee or your errors and omissions insurance fee, that would cap at $500. And of course, that resets annually. So let's go right into our cloud campus environment. Again, we have no desk fees. You can work from anywhere. The other cool thing is we do have an app on our phone that if you needed to attend a meeting and you were in the car, you could listen in. You could also unmute yourself and participate if you can't get to your laptop and use your avatar. But this is awesome that you can work from anywhere. You can put your headset on in Starbucks, and you can attend classes and attend meetings. Of course, we've cut the overhead cost. We talked about that. We do have paperless transactions. We use SkySlope, and we'll show you that towards the end. But you get instant access to training support all day, every day, right? Because we have live training, and then we also have our pre-recorded training that you can access 24 hours a day. So we have the live training each week on sales and listings and lead generation and websites and social media and our CRM and technology tools. We use a platform called KV Core, which is an upgraded version of Conversion, and that's spelled KUNVERSION, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But that is one of the determining factors that differentiates us, that agents are flocking to EXP, because it's a tool that's going to help you grow your business without you purchasing internet leads. We're going to teach you how to fish for those leads and grow your business. Real-time support, quick on-demand support services. We have our agent services, we have our technology department, we have our finance experts, we have transaction coordination specialists, and they are all there from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern, which is absolutely phenomenal. I just remember back in the day at our brick and mortar office, that one person I knew had the answer to my question. They had a line of agents waiting, and they also had, some reports that were due that day. So therefore, I had to wait till the next day to get my questions answered. And I always felt like I was bothering someone. The cool thing is here in our campus, that real-time support is a service to you. That's one of the things that's just so amazing about this company, is that our staff understands that they're there to serve you, which is so cool. Workplace by Facebook is one of my favorite things about our company. A lot of agents ask me, Jacqui, what about the culture? Like, how do you communicate with people, and how do you have that warm, fuzzy feeling? I mean, I really love going to the chili cook-offs at my office. Like, how do we get that type of community? And all I can say is that while I enjoyed all of those things and I thought I would miss them greatly, I feel like I'm really connecting with people that are like me, and I'm really finding my tribe within Workplace on Facebook. Now, Workplace is a company that Facebook has created, and it is a platform exactly like Facebook. But basically, EXP and Fortune 500 companies across the country, they use this platform to communicate with each other, right? So we basically have our own private Facebook page. If you look on the left-hand side, it says EXP Realty, but it's the entire platform. So no one can get into our Workplace unless they are with EXP Realty. So we can discuss any and all topics that we'd like across the country, and we don't have to worry about people from other brokerages being into our groups, right? So we have Workplace Live, we have Workplace Messenger. So on my phone, I have my Facebook Messenger, and I have Workplace Messenger. I have my Facebook icon, and I also have my workplace icon that I can just go into that app. And this is where we collaborate and have great communication and culture. So I love all of my workplace friends at EXP. So it's just a great family. So you won't miss that, I promise. And we also do have locally, you know, some of our agents, we do get together and we do have those gatherings, which is really cool. Equity opportunities. So let's talk a little bit about the stock at EXP. Agents can become shareholders at EXP many different ways. You can go ahead and research EXPI in the stock world, right? Go up there and research the trends that are there. We can't advise on stock, but what we can tell you is how you can earn powerful equity opportunities within our company. So just doing things that you do every day as an agent, you can earn shares on your first transaction. So when you close your first transaction, you'll get 75 shares. You'll earn shares when you fully cap. You'll earn shares when an agent that you sponsor or attract to EXP closes their first transaction. So those are just things that you do every day, right? And so those equity awards would need to be vested in the company for 3 years. So it's not that you're vested in the company for 3 years, it's when those stocks are awarded. Those need to be vested for 3 years. Now the icon agent is something I kind of touched on when we were talking about the commissions. And what that is if you paid in that $16,000 cap and then you also paid an additional $5,000 in fees, you could earn and you had the certain production goals, you could go ahead and earn that $16,000 back in the form of stock. So I just want you to imagine this for a moment, that if you're at a capping brokerage now and the owners of that company said to you, thank you so much for being such a great agent. You're an icon in our company. What we'd like to do is this year and every year, we would like to give you back the $16,000 that you paid us in a cap. We'd like to give you that back in the form of stock. Well, that's what's happening, folks. It's awesome. So a lot of our top producing agents, they are seeing this as a future wealth builder, and they are coming over for that reason. So we all have different reasons in this presentation of what speaks to us, but that is a huge one, is that icon award opportunity. And then last but not least, I love this one, and I know this one's Dave's favorite, is the agent equity program. And so a lot of us are not preparing for retirement. Our current brokers don't have anything really set up for us to do this, but here at EXP, of that 80% that you're keeping, 5% of that can be set aside in an account, and EXP will go to market and purchase the EXPI stock for you at a 20% discount in your name. So that's a really, really cool thing. And that 5%, you don't really miss that. You're usually spending that on Starbucks or something else. So I just love that we have that opportunity to enroll in that program. And it really helps us set up ourselves for the future. So going through really quickly, this is our Agent Advisory Council. Again, it's providing us a voice to be heard in the company. So going right into other wealth building opportunities, I'm going to quickly review our revenue share model. And the revenue share model is when you attract agents to the company. Now, revenue share is very different than profit share. Revenue share is taken off of the top. So if you belong to any franchises or you've worked at a franchise, you know that 5, 6, 7% comes right off of the top of every single one of your commission and goes to the corporate office for that royalty fee or that franchise fee. And usually your local broker or owner has no control over that. Well, here we don't have that. But we do have is out of that 20% that goes to the company, not the 80% that goes to the agent, they take that 20% and all of those costs that I said that they freed up, this is how we give it back to the agents. So, for example, if you attracted me to the company, because you attracted me and you were in relationship with me and I came over to EXP, for every $1,000 in commission that I earn of gross commission income, you would get 3.5% of that gross commission, which equals $35 for every 1,000, right? So if I brought in $80,000 in commission and I was a capper, that would add up to $2,800 annually that you would receive from me in passive income. And again, that comes out of the corporations, you know, that comes out of EXP's 20%, that does not come out of my 80% as I produce, okay? So I just want to be very clear of that. So that's just the single agent revenue share model, to where if you attracted 1, 2, or 3 agents, all of them would be contributing, you know, 3.5% of their GCI would come to you in the form of passive income the following month on the 22nd of each month. Now, if you have a brand new agent and they just do 2 deals that year, you would still collect revenue share. The agents that you attract do not need to be cappers. You will earn revenue share off the top as they produce revenue, okay? Now, we have cascading revenue share, which is where you can get residual income in an overall group, which means that if you attracted me to the company and you're earning 3.5% off of me, and then I attract agents to the company, you can actually earn 4% off of them, which would be $40 for every 1,000. And the way that you would do that is each time you attract agents in your single line, or you attract agents to the company in your first tier, as that grows to 5 agents, 10 agents, 15 agents, as you grow wide or grow in your first tier, it will unlock each level. So in the example I just gave of you receiving 4%, you would need to have 5 people in your tier 1 to unlock tier 2. So again, you attracted me to the company and I attracted Jane. You would have, if you had 5 people in your first tier, you would make $40 off of every 1,000 from Jane and $35 off of every 1,000 from me. And so as you're growing 5, 10, 15, 20, it will unlock each level, and it goes 7 levels. So there's a video on YouTube that you can watch if you go to my YouTube channel, and it talks about the 7 levels and how that works. But of course, to get you out of here in time, we can't go through all of the levels. But it's an absolutely phenomenal opportunity for you to grow passive income for you, for your family, for retirement. It's simply amazing. And this part of our model is really changing lives because in the past, the only thing that we were working for to get to our next paycheck was our real estate deal. And here we have other buckets of income coming in. We have our stock, we have our revenue share. And again, you know, these are just things that have never been provided to us as agents before. The ownership, part of the revenue, right, that comes into the office. So you can build this entire group or revenue share family, if you will, that you can support them and they ultimately are supporting you. So that's pretty cool. Little quick snippets of our EXP world. You know, you can sign on from your laptop anywhere. This is what it looks like. You can see over to the right in the auditorium. We're sitting there in class and there's people from all over the country collaborating. We have the specialized departments, the real-time support, daily training. I mean, these trainings are top-notch and they will help you grow your business. We're going to teach you how to fish for leads. You can work anywhere, anytime. We talked about that. You know, we have our enterprise, which is our back-end system, right? You log in under one single login and it's simple. I mean, previous brokers that I worked for, I was like, you know what, this is an amazing platform. This is awesome, but it was kind of hard to navigate. This is so robust and so simplified. And I love pictures, as you can see on the right there, you know, EXP education calendar. That's very easy for me to find, right? So I just absolutely love it. We use SkySlope at EXP. To turn in your deals. It's very simple. It's very easy to understand. You're just going to click on the little paper clip where it says property disclosure and you're going to upload the property disclosure. It's very simple, but that's how our deals are audited. We do in Ohio participate in dotloop though. So if you're a dotloop user and you're interested in this, don't freak out about learning something new. It all works out and it's very, very simple. But I wanted to fast forward so we could pause on this slide for a moment. So our CRM and our lead generation platform is absolutely amazing. Conversion, again, is spelled Kunversion. They have come out with an upgraded version called KV Core. If you want to research it, these platforms usually cost agents anywhere between $500 a month, and we've had agents that come over that are paying $2,500 a month because they're paying for leads on these platforms as well. What they did is they did this upgraded version. You have the best CRM in the industry. If any of you know John Pauly, he was the head of KW Technology. He said that this KV Core platform is the absolute best in the industry. He's seen nothing like it. And agents are loving it, and they're growing their business, and they're generating leads every single day without paying someone else for those internet leads. So you've really got to check it out and plug into that. I mean, if you're looking for a change so that you can grow your business, this would be it. Even if all of the other stuff is not attractive to you, this is an awesome differentiator that will definitely help you grow and get to your goals. Branding and marketing, you know, we partnered with Breakthrough Broker. If you want to check out Breakthrough Broker and see all the wonderful branding they have, we have all of these custom templates that you just plug in your face and your name, and you can print those out easily. And you know, this is the company everyone's talking about. I'm sure you've heard of us. The one thing we're really proud of is that Glenn Sanford just won the Inman Most Innovative Broker of the Year for 2018. So we're so proud of that. And we just hope you'll join us. So Dave, if you want to, in closing, just let them know what the join link is about, and that it's just kind of like they're raising their hand, right? They're not making a decision at this moment. They just want to see the independent contractor agreement. Go ahead.
Yep. And great job today, Jacqui. You got through that. Really well done. We just keep, you keep getting better. So nice job. And by the way, your highlight of conversion is so important for agents in their business and what we offer. That's phenomenal. And one other last thing is our world, just do a quick Google search on Verbella and how EXP just has a letter of intent to purchase Verbella. It's very important. The implications of that are very important for other industries in creating a cloud type campus. But yeah, so this join exprealty.com, click on that link and join. All you're doing there is raising your hand. You're going to stay dark. No one will know that you're doing this except the person that invited you to this webinar, our state broker who needs to know, because there is a vetting process, and then our cloud administrators who will process that, get you the information you need. At that time, no one knows, and there's no discussion about it. There's no conversation. There's no postings. So your confidentiality is assured. What that does, though, is allows you to receive the documents you need to make this, evaluate this decision further. So you're going to get your independent contractor agreement. You can look that over. You can get all the disclosures on stock, disclosures on rev share. Everything that you need to continue this is what you'll get when you hit the join.exprealty.com link. So we encourage you do that so you can take that process down the road just one more step. Good.
Exactly. Yeah, and it just gives you that opportunity to say, I'm interested, but I want to see all the documentation. I want to investigate this further. So thanks everyone for joining us today. If you have any additional questions or you'd like to have a three-way conversation between the person that invited you to this webinar and myself, or between the person that invited you and Dave, or if you wanted to reach out to us exclusively, we'd be more than happy to have a conversation with you. So thanks for joining us today, and have a great rest of your week and a great Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
See ya.
Bye-bye.